Hello and welcome to my Satisfactory stream. This is day 14, my 14th stream. It's not quite day 14 in terms of how much I've played, but 14th stream. And let's get the thing loaded up. Now it crashed. I've been playing a little bit during the week, like I said I would last time. And it crashed a couple of times loading it up. So if this doesn't work, so I see, that's C because we could say it has crashed. So hopefully it will load up okay. If not, I'll just fire it up again. It's usually a case of give it another go. Switch it off and on again. But yes, hello and welcome. I'm Trismegistus. I'm touching my nose again. That's a bit of a habit of mine, I'm afraid. I'm Trismegistus, and this is my Satisfactory series, where I am playing. That seems incredibly quiet to me. Have I done something stupid like not switch my over? I might well have not put my I haven't put my headphones on. There we go. I bet there's a bit of feedback going on there, probably. Yes, this is a great start. We're doing well. This is my Satisfactory series, where I'm attempting to play the game up to the point that you can't finish the game still yet, but attempting to get to the point of sort of completing everything they introduced in Update 4. Apparently, Update 4 is coming this fall, so hopefully we can finish it all off before Update 4. I say that mainly because, as I understand it, Update 5 is going to introduce a overhaul of the map because there's a new biome coming, and basically it may well render this save redundant. Now, I'm not fussed. I mean, I'm used to playing early access games. I don't mind that sort of stuff, but it would be a shame for the series to end simply because there's been an update. I don't know to what extent you can do the old playing on an old version, but yes. So, what have I done since last stream? So basically, last stream I got to the point where I had found oil and gone over to the islands over in that direction, and sort of plopped down one oil extractor, so one, what should we call it, pump, whatever it calls them. What does it call them? Production oil extractor. It just calls them oil extractors. Brilliant. So plot one over there. So what I've done, basically, you can see it here. I'm just trying to show you in the distance. I've created a platform, basically, on which we can plop down production chains for plastic, and also taking power over, because I didn't actually turn the oil extractor on. And while I've been doing that, I didn't think it was worth streaming it because it's just me sticking down a load of these base plates and a few walls and a few pylons, so nothing particularly interesting. However, what I did also do is head over to the coal area, because we were one of the bottlenecks. There's quite a few, and I should really increase a lot of the production. But one of the bottlenecks that we were having is the lack of coal. So what I did over at the coal area is I reworked everything that I was doing over there. And you see now we've got a great big, chesticle full of coal. And what I did over at the other area, should we go and take a look? Yeah, let's go and take a look. I'll come and show you. Shouldn't take too long to get over there because it's quite quick. But basically what I've done over there is I've reworked the power situation. The belts, in terms of sort of grabbing, in terms of the belts, the miners and the belts associated with that, that's all the same. It's all going into a single chest. But what I've done is I've basically reworked the power plants. So I've got a lot more power plants, and they're all on a level now. I've done similar to what I just showed you over at the other area, where it's basically, which way am I going here? Here we go. It's basically on a flat plane Well, you see when we get over there. But basically, I've got a lot more power, and it's a lot more efficiently done, to the degree that I'm getting more power out for without any of those problems I was having with the fluids, because pumping the water up like I was doing, it just wasn't really working really. I've come in just some random direction, but at least we know where the things are. What I also discovered is up where, because I went and got, when we went out for the explore, I found a Caterium ore node, and what I basically found was that just down from that, there's a sulfur node as well. So I've actually grabbed a load. I stick a couple of manual miners on that as well. What I did, I processed a load of the Caterium ore local to that node, and so there's a couple hundred there. So when we get back to the base, here we go. So you can already see the power plants. When we get back to the base, I'll set off the researches, because it turns out that there is a game map, but you have to research in the quartz node, and we do actually have enough, I think, to get to the one that is quartz map research, but I don't actually have enough to do the map research, I don't think. But we can also start Caterium, because Caterium gives us a few. That's where the backpack is and stuff like that, which would be quite useful, I believe. So yeah, so this is all identical. I didn't do anything here, and this is still this platform, but I've obviously picked up the power, dismantled the power stations, and this is what I'm doing to help with the coal supply. So basically, this is a belt that goes all the way up to that one up there. Indeed, that goes all the way up to there. So it's basically a little booster to the amount of coal, and that's more than the amount of coal we're using. So it's all sort of backed up in that chest. But what I did, I brought the platform down here, and essentially we got 2 rows of power plants. Now they're not even, because of course, basically this is the maximum number of power plants that I can support and still have that offshoot. So that lane going off there, I could have a couple more on this other side, but there's basically 18, I think it is. Let's go down. This is more interesting the other side. But there's 18 power plants over here, I think. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Trust me, it's 18. Because it's just a maths thing, basically. And then we got a whole load of pumps. I had to do weird jiggery pokery here because of this island on this side, but then they feed in, and all of the pumps. There's one more pump than is needed technically, but because I haven't got valves, I can't do it properly. But yeah, they're all running. They're all got coal coming in. It's all fine and good. And then there's fewer here. I think I could have 6 more, maybe. I can't remember. I can't remember the maths, but yeah. So basically, I could add some more, I believe, but we're not far off. And essentially now we've got a production of 1800 megawatts, where before it was doing weird, not quite being the level it should be in the terms of how many power plants I have. But that's it. They're all running max chat. So we have, it's double what I'm currently using. Not that the power plant is really running, the factory is really running full speed, but we then have that's because of the bioburners. So yeah, again, I didn't really think it was worth showing this on stream, because it did take a few hours to put it all together. But it's kind of achieving what it needs to achieve, and I say I can just add a couple more. That was the amount I could do with the amount of materials I had. Yeah, and basically we'll go up there. There's loads of these. I don't know what you call them, but these lads. There's loads of them. So say we'll nip up this way. Come on. What? Why are we stopped? There we go. Maybe I was hitting his hitbox or something, but don't know what was going on there. But yeah, so this lane, this belt, basically, obviously it clips through the scenery because that's how the game works. But this just comes up here and connects to the other. I could have added, another whole pickup thing. In fact, it'd probably be more sensible to have, the belt the other way round and have the pickup there. But, whatever, really. I haven't seen our truck. I hope it's not gone underground again. Let's stand still. No, it appears to be moving, so that's okay. But yeah, it just literally feeds in, and then we've got a merger up there now. So there's even more stuff coming in, basically. Oh, I think I've just grabbed a load of coal by accident. Never mind. Yes, so up here is the Caterium node. It's not that far off, actually. I think. I put a beacon by it now, so I know where I'm heading. I haven't coloured it though. I need to do that. I'm pretty sure it's this way, isn't it? I think I can see it in the distance there. Yeah, I've sort of I've become a bit more familiar with this local area. I had a whole palaver where I ended up in... Where is it? A whole palaver where I ended up in a lake. I dumped the truck in a lake by accident. And it turns out there's no swimming in the game. So you can't swim. I mean, you can, in the sense that if you fall in water, you do a swimming motion and you move through the water. But you're like super buoyant, so basically you bob up to the surface. You can't swim down, and there's no dive function. In fact, that's what there isn't. There's no dive functionality. Oh, I hit the wrong thing now. It's E, isn't it? There we go. So yeah, so this is just the Caterium ore, and all I was doing was grabbing some stuff out of there, chunking it through here. So we got a couple of hundred. How much did it put in? Okay, I mean we could grab some more just in case, So grab all. Might as well take some back with us, I guess, and stick it all in there. But as I say, I was just checking it on that because it's like 3 to 1, so it takes quite a lot of Caterium to make the bars. Now I'm pretty sure it's down here. In fact, actually, what I'm going to do, just 1 second. Oh, I've done it again. I keep pressing the enter key because obviously that's what it is in Factorio. I'm going to tweak my beacon. Change the colour and make it say, because it's sort of a goldy colour, isn't it? So well, that's nowhere near gold, obviously. Gold is sort of orangey. Maybe something like that. There you go. Select colour. So that's the Caterium miners, and then the bright yellow one there is sulfur, because it turned out there was sulfur just down the way here, I think. Because there's a copper patch there, obviously guarded by these lads. Oh, bit of sulfur on the rock as well. I also found a uranium, node. It's not an actual. Where was the sulfur then? That's Caterium. The sulfur must be down the bottom here then. Was it? Collision detection on the truck is horrible. Are you lot guarding it? Where is it? It's here somewhere. That's what the beacon... There it is. So that's the sulfur node down there, basically. So it's obviously down at the riverside. It's a little dangerous to get to, I seem to remember, in that there's some poison plants down here somewhere. So you have to come sort of this circuitous route. We also grabbed some mushrooms so we can do that research that's missing there. I was going to process this in gunpowder, but in the end I didn't bother. So what I've done is grab some. In fact, I might as well grab some more, some sulfur. Chop that in here as well. So we've got some more of that. So there you go. So that's basically what I did between streams. It took a few hours, but as I say, I didn't think it would be all that interesting. And some of that was accidental, you know. I didn't know there was a sulfur down here. I basically fell off the cliff, looking for an easier way round. What I might do, because there's some mushrooms here, I might grab a few more. Can I get that one? Because just in case we have to... Oh, there's a power slug there. There's some grunty thing. Obviously annoyed them. Let's see if we can... Where's the truck? There it is. Yeah, I found like a uranium node. I mean, it's not a node actually, it was just a rock in a cave. But I hadn't realised the radioactivity was going to be quite so lethal. Because it took off half my health. And then, as I say, in a sort of a... Because there were spiders in the cave as well, I think. I seem to remember. And in an attempt to get away from the spiders and this uranium... Because it had... What I was actually trying to do, it had a purple power slug next to it, or above it. So I stopped thinking, oh, you know, I'll get that purple power slug. And then when I realised that the ore node it was above, or the rock it was above, was uranium, that started caning my health. No, it wasn't spiders there. It was some of the regular... No, it was some spitty monsters, I think. And they started spitting at me. So I ended up, you know, with quite a health chunk gone from the uranium and the, you know, the monsters, the beasties. And I then, like, you know, jumped in my truck to try and get away, and it was a really steep cliff, really steep hill out of this cave. I mean, wasn't really a cave. It was more like just an a covered bit, basically. And so I, you know, dashed away in the truck, get out of the way, and started careening down this hill. Tried to apply the brakes, obviously, but it wouldn't slow me down. So I shot off the edge of the cliff, like that cliff up there, landed in the middle of a lake, and I'm like, right, okay, because the truck doesn't drive underwater, so had to deconstruct it. Of course, it had a load of coal and all this caterium I'd got and sulfur. So I was like, well, I can't just abandon that, because that's what, you know, what I've been doing for the last couple of hours. So I was then right, well, I'll just dive down and get the crate, and you can't dive down. The only way to get to the underwater is if you can basically like glitch the game to make, you know, that thing, I did it before by accident, where you end up walking on the surface, walking on the bottom of the river, because because you can like over, you know, like fall past the point where, or get past the point where there's water because of how they've done the fluids and stuff. Excuse me. And so I did that, and as I say, ended up with no way of getting down to it. I was building towers to jump down and all sorts of stuff. So instead, what I did, I just save scummed and basically loaded it up, because I mean, you know, I'm not averse to save scumming full stop, but if they're not going to, if the game hasn't got diving and you can go underwater, or things, you know, you're blocked from going under, just walking underwater and stuff, then, you know, that doesn't seem like a problem to me, because they must be going to introduce it. Because, I mean, I was looking up, because I was really confused. I was like, well, how the hell do I get down to this water? And looking up on the Reddit and stuff, and No, you know, they haven't got diving in the game. So the only way of getting down to it is to, you know, jump far enough that it goes down and, you know, like fluke into, you know, grabbing the items. Anyway, there we go. So this was all the sulfur I brought back, so we can stick that in there. And there's probably some caterium in there. Oh, that's sulfur. Let's put both the sulfur and caterium in this one, because quite a lot of them. And sort my inventory, and then if I just put them in there for the time being. And I can also put the coal in there. There's not really any point making the gunpowder, because I can't make the detonator, and I can't make the rifle. So I could do the other researches, but there's kind of no point. Right, so what we want to do then, on chest, is we want to grab all of them items that we're going to use for research. So we can definitely do that one. I think that's it, though. I actually turned one of them into a power shard. I didn't actually do the work out how to use it thing. Right, so let's say sulfur. You know, I can do this research and I can do that research now that I've got these sulfur nodes. Well, I can't do that one because I need the rubber. I can't do that one because I need the hard drives, and I can't do that one because I could do that one, I guess, but I'd need to make 5 of those thingies, and it's like, well, you know, it's not a lot of benefit to it, I don't think. So what I can do is this crystal oscillator. Oh, it says can't afford because I haven't got. Why haven't I got reinforced iron plates? Anyway, let's do the other one first. So not nicety, nutrients, wasn't it? So we can do this one. Can't afford. Oh, I guess that's because they're not technically in my inventory. Right. So do that one. It's only 3 seconds, so quickly done. What I was going to say, I didn't earlier on. It's probably too late now, but it's hello to everyone watching on YouTube because people have. So that gets me the nutritional inhaler, which does what exactly? No, medicinal inhaler. So medicinal inhaler. Oh, it's just an alternate recipe, is it? Nutritional inhaler, medicinal inhaler. What's that? Oh, is that the mycelia? I assume they're just different levels of. Levels of effectiveness, maybe? Let's make one of them anyway. Oh, let's make all of them because I don't really need them. Mushrooms. Yeah, we'll chuck them in there then. Unless, did I put them in here? I think I had one of them from somewhere. I don't know where. So, that's that. If we put that in there, and I pop that back on there, sort that. Right, so we can then do caterium ore for definite, because that's only 50, but as I understand it, the next one is like 100. But yes, hello to everyone watching on YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, feel free to drop a comment on our video, or give it a like, or say hi, or anything like that. So quite pleased that some people are watching this now. I don't think this time slot works for Twitch. I don't, you know, as in the type of people who would watch this video probably aren't particularly interested, you know, at the time of day I'm doing it, but that's fine. Right, so that was that done, which gave me quick wire. I don't really know what quick wire is, but we can also now do this zip line, you see. And that lets you move around your factory, so it attaches to a power pole and lets you move around quickly. So that could be quite useful. But we need 100 of the actual, you know, spools, as it were. And for that one, we need 100 as well. So we need to make 200 of the quick wires. But what we actually want to do first is this quartz research. but we need some reinforced iron plates for that. Now, hopefully there are some. If not, I'll just make a bunch. But I actually increased the amount of... You see, what I should really do in this factory is start increasing the stuff to match the ratios. Now that I've got power, or some power anyway. So that's copper stuff, isn't it? I think. But I did increase the number of screws because that was a big bottleneck. It's amazing how many screws are being used. So those are modular frames. Now, have we got any? We've got some. Is that enough? I can't remember how many it was. It was like 100 though, wasn't it? Maybe it was 50. So what I did want to do quickly then is set up a Caterium or, Caterium wire producey thing and chuck the bits we've got in. Now I can do that just at the top level because we've got the most space here, and I can just do it manually basically. So what I need to do is chuck a constructor in the right way around. Doesn't really matter, but pop it in here maybe. And it's going to make quick wire. I wonder how many it holds. How many quick wire do you get out of one Caterium ingot? 5 quick wire. Okay. So if I, just belt and like that, and then power it up. Where's me? How am I powering that one? Where's the power line? Oh, I've just connected it quick and dirty, have I? Oh no, there we go. So let's connect that up. Is that there? Just pop that there. And power you. So this should make 500, is it? So plenty, basically. Yeah, so let's go and have a look and see if we've got enough reinforced plates. So, I mean, there was a lot, and there is a lot of stuff I don't have stack of, and I think probably because I'm using the industrial containers, it's like too much, particularly for things that I don't have any actual use for, and I don't know how much I need. So like the heavy modular frames, is it, or something? The stuff that we've stuck in the space elevator for the last stage. I don't actually have any use for them, but I'm filling up a giant container on them, and that's sucked up all of our stuff. Right, so hopefully we'll get 100 of them and 100 of them, and that'll give us. We should get 500, so we should be able to do both of those. And I believe it's down here somewhere that you get the the jetpack. So that'd be good to head towards that. What am I looking for? Because I say the purple power slug is the only one I've not done, and that was the one I found in the cave. But in order to get it, I would have had to build a platform, and that would have killed me basically because the uranium was so. It is only 50. Cool. Was chunking away at my health so badly. Crystal oscillator is complete. So we can now build crystal oscillators. Now, signal technologies. We need 5 crystal oscillators, and I don't think we'll have enough quartz for that because they're like, I'm not sure, it's not like 100 each or something. Oh, are they not made here? They're made here then. Oh, they are. No, it's not 100, it's 36, but we need 5 of them. Oh, you get 2. Just a second now. We get 2, and we need 5, so we still need. I mean, it's like 36, so 72. So it's still, it's 100. Let's say crystals, quartz crystals, ish. which we don't have. We do know that or I do know now. Probably general knowledge, really, but what a lot of people know, sort of thing. But I do know now that quartz crystals are in the caves, the nodes. But we need more effective weapons, probably, to deal with the spiders. But definitely gas masks to deal with gas. So in that case, I'm just trying to think if there's anything else I really need. The old, I think there's a balance issue with the old, frames, the reinforced frames, because they're too expensive to produce compared to steel. Now, obviously, steel you have to set up a more complicated chain, but they're too expensive, basically, I think. Or, perhaps it's an issue maybe of time. In fact, let's just we could get the truck, basically. Let's just walk down. And I can show you what this is, yeah. So it's a big wide platform, so plenty of room, with regular power poles. And I say this is where the old zip line would come in handy, because, we could zip between these, as I understand it. I believe if you hit one of these power poles, it stops you, though, or knocks you off. So I think you have to do, like, jumps between them. But apparently there's also a leg contraction of some kind, a bit like the old legs in Factorio, that allow you to run quicker. And again, I believe they're in Kateria more, I think. So what we need to do, set up here, I literally built the platform, and that's it. It goes around the old, whatever the hell this is meant to be. I wondered if these were meant to be like the bones of ancient creatures or something, because it's a bit of a weird formation, for actual stone to have been made. And you can imagine it as being a rib to some gigantic animal. But yeah. Right, so we need to be a bit careful here, because I imagine these beasties have respawned. I think it stops them respawning once you've done certain things, so we shouldn't have any trouble here, I don't think. But the other areas where I just, killed them. Oops. Once you've put a device down, what's that? Is that sulfur? Oh, that's bauxite. Okay, never mind. Yeah, once you put down something like this, I think it stops them respawning. But yeah, what we need to do then, if we do pipe first, and then we can run the power over. So we need loggy sticks, we need pipeline mark 1, and we need to just run this over. I don't know how far it goes. That far. They're more convenient, actually. In fact, let's do that. If you put them in a stack, because they're so big, they're difficult to jump over. So if you put one of these down, this is what I found when I was doing the that redesign power thing. It's a lot easier if you just use the stacks. It can, in fact, unfortunately though, unlike the belts, it doesn't seem to quite account for the height. Doing this, if you see what I mean. So if we bring this sort of here-ish, so it'd be, because I'm thinking of running the pipes along there basically. So I really need to be more this way, don't I? So about here, a stack of pipe should work. And then, because I think there are 3 lanes, 3 oil patches rather. So effectively we'll have three lanes, of oil. So I'm imagining them going that way. But we'll just connect these up like this for the time being. Plop that on there. And that on there. And then let's run the power over. Just connect that to say there. And then how far will this go? Up to there. Nice. And then power you up. Are you working? Yep, you're working. Looks good. And you're filling with crude oiling? Yep, nice and quickly as well. Excellent. Now, where is the rest of the crude oil? There's one, I think. Oh, there you go. That's that one. So there's one that way and one that way. So let's go and do this one first. And as I say, need to be on the watch out for. Oh, this was actually. It was on a different island, wasn't it? Over there. So it's not far away though. So let's put. In fact, let's put foundations, re-ramp, and foundation piece. Like that. And then I don't really need one to a ramp, but no, let's just leave it. Right though, so we got lots of bugs though. Let's see if we can't get a few of them to sort of spawn. If you're careful with these, not careful, but oh, missed. Because they sort of pause for quite a while, and the hitbox on them obviously. No, that was too short. It's quite generous. No, you moved. Let's see if we can get you now. There you go. So you can take them out from quite a distance, but you can also not bother, and they just despawn after quite a short period of time. Oh, no, that's a miss. No. It's best to fire at them once they've done them. Oh, no. Too short there. Once they've moved and paused, and then there's a nice little. So if we wait for him. No, too short. Oh, and there you go. It's despawned. You see. So I say you don't really even have to bother with that. These don't despawn though. Those things. But we'll try and take out the bugs first. No, that's short. So if I go. Oh, he's seen me. Oh. Where's he gone? So he doesn't despawn, but they do lose you, basically. If you go far enough away. Oh, and that's despawned there. Okay. And the damage does seem to carry over, so it didn't lose the damage. Oh, I'm out of things anyway. Okay. Maybe jump. See, they are quite tough then, but you can get in. Give them a couple of whacks. You got me first then. Let's jump out of the way. And get them done. But, I mean, it'll be a lot easier when we get the rifle. Right. Have a coffee. So I've not actually been on this island, obviously. So what have we got here? Have we got any quartz? So that's iron ore. So here's this. So if we plop down a oil extractor, aim it towards that platform I just built, roughly speaking. Aim it over there. Let's have a quick nosy around this island. Sorry, you're going to have to sit back up again. Oh, yeah. There's probably some nasty beasties up here, but I just want to check if there's any quartz. Is this rock signifying anything? Is this a node? It's not a node, but there is something nasty over there. Oh, it's the small ones. And I've not got any thingies, have I? Gotta get me alien organs. Gotta get your alien organs. What's that over there? So there's quite a few islands. I hadn't appreciated that. Is that quartz or is that... Yes, excellent. So it's quite a chain of islands. I bet, is that quartz over there as well? This could cause them to respawn, but they're not that tough, so... No, that's copper. Should have checked how many of them I had, really, before I set off. But there we go. This sword is quite tough, so... Oh, quite hard hitting, so... Oh! Probably shouldn't be doing this at night, either. Where have you... Why are you not... Gotcha. I do like the way it ragdolls them. It just throws them into the air, basically. Oh, gold. So, all sorts of stuff over there. This is why we need the gas mask, you see. I don't imagine it lasts very long. Oh, I can actually grab that sulfur. I don't imagine it lasts very long, but it's better than, I'm sure, how long you last without it at all. It's also a bit of a pain, if I'm totally honest, with these gas ones, because you seem to get hit with the effects of them from a lot further away than you might imagine. That's not quartz, is it? That's iron. Yeah. So that's full-on gas island, basically. So let's try and avoid that. If we swim round the side, hopefully we can avoid being... I say there is swimming in the game, but there's no diving. There's no way for me to go down. Other than essentially jumping. And sort of the momentum carries you underwater, but it immediately then buoys you back up again. See if we can stay far enough away from that. Not trigger him either. So there's only one quartz node, because I think this is copper, isn't it? I think I already established this. Right, so if we go and hook the pipe up for this oil extractor, and then put some power... Oh, there's a crash site over there. Oh, let's just leave it. That might be quartz over there, actually. Looks sufficiently knobbly. Right, so yes, we want a... no, we don't. We want logistics. We want a pipe, stackable pipe. I say it's because they're so high with these, you know, the pipes themselves are so big that you can't just sort of jump. Well, you can sometimes, but you can't usually jump onto them very easily, so you get sort of stuck. But if you put these stackable ones in, you can just run underneath, basically. Right, so what we actually want to do is connect that and see how far we can run a pipe. Because this is it here. So what's our maximum sort of range on it? Pipe is too long. So let's plop it on the edge, I guess. Plop that here. And one of them. And them. Nope. Wrong end. Thank you, dear. Oh, got rid of it then. Let's do that. Let's see how far we can get now. Pipe is too long. Pipe is too long. The pipe is too long. About there, maybe? Yeah. It's about here-ish. And I've put it sort of there-ish. And pop it there. Because they're not very expensive, these stack thingies. Stackable pipes. It's just a bit of concrete, bit of iron plate, and a bit of rod, steel iron rod. I've got tons of them. Oh, should have that, shouldn't I? There we go. Floor is too steep. Where are we going? So we need to be. Pipe is too long. So probably sort of on the edge-ish, maybe. Maybe here. Oops. Stackable pipeline. Try and get it through the trees. Thanks to the clipping, it sort of doesn't matter. But... Right, so we want that, and then connect this down here somewhere. Pipe is too long. Maybe I can get it to stack. So I do need another one. If I can stack them on top of each other, that might be quite convenient. So if I put this here, maybe. Where's the other end? Here we go. There we go. So if I was to do that, can I connect that? Will you connect there? Yes, you will. Nice. That makes that a lot easier. So put one on there. And one on there. And a bit of pipe. Made sure I had loads of the... It's a bit weird when you think about it, that I'm guessing level 2 pipe is maybe steel pipes. But we're making steel pipes, and yet to make pipes, I'm using a bit like copper tubes, basically. Or I'm making tubes out of, sort of sheets of copper, basically. It's a bit strange when you think about it. Right, so the other thing we can do is take power the other way. What we're doing there. So I want number 2. What are you doing? There you go. Oops. That was a misclick, but it doesn't matter. So let's put it, say, here. And line this up, say, here. Might as well put them next to each other, I figure. Get up. Are you working? You are working. Brilliant. Well done, lad. Now, where's the other oil? It's over that way, I think. Do I want to go and see if this is... Let's go and see if this is quartz. Because it looks like it. Yeah, it is. Awesome. So let's grab this. I assume you can blow it up once you've got the explosives. Yeah, stick an explosive on it and blow it up rather than do that. So I mustn't have been over this part of the island. Can't see any quartz nodes there, so there might be some there. Oh, I did. I came this way because there's almost certainly a purple power slug in there. And to get at it, we need to blow that rock up. But we didn't have the explosives, lad. Right, grab them. But yeah, the other... There's probably some beasties here, isn't there? Because there isn't there an iron node or something. There you go. Where are you? There you are. 2 of you, eh? 2 of you, eh? You're big uns as well. Well, one of you is, anyway. Oh, crikey. Strafe! Strafe your life! Strafe and eat nuts. Oh, of course that's... Is there another one? Oh. Yeah, wasn't there an iron ore node or something here? Or copper node, maybe? Some more nuts. No? I could scan, but... Oh. I thought there was a node. What I could just do, because like, there are certainly some beasties over the other way, so what I could just do is if I just stick in a... In fact, it might be useful to have one anyway. I was going to stick in a workbench and that. I might as well sort of put them in properly, because we're quite a long way from the base, so it makes sense to have them. Production. Equipment workshop. Been in a really good mood all day today. I don't know why. Craft bench. So, yeah. So, what I was going to do, is make a bunch of them, because I got loads of rods. So I can make loads of them. I think part of it, to be honest, with a good mood, is actually I'm going back into the office on Monday. It's almost like a trial run of seeing what that's like, as it were. Oh, didn't mean to. No. And yeah, so I think I'm looking forward to it. I wasn't quite expecting that. I don't think there's anyone else going to be there. I think it's just me, because we have like a booking system now to say, so that we don't overload the office and stuff. Not overload it. We don't, end up with more people. Where's this oil? Than we can, because we are trying to sort of social keep people, keep desks between people, sort of to try and get a bit of a separation. See if we can't. Sort of keep people safe, basically. Stand still. That's one down. Let's go and hit it with my sword, since it seems to be wobbling around. Get that reloaded. Don't need any nuts. Oh, is there another one? There it is. Oh, crikey. Oh. Oh, you're doing a drift. You're doing a drift. His animation's a bit broken, isn't it? No. It's just completely lost the animation. Let's get a... I need some nuts. Got a few nuts, please. Right, see if we can't... Oh, it's not reloaded. He's taking quite a lot of hits, isn't he? There we go. Don't think I've seen one with blue spit before. It's been orange or red before. I don't know. Didn't seem to be as bad, actually. Let's see others. So, if we... Because we've got loads of them now. Sort. Get a gasp of coffee. Now, before I was rudely interrupted, I was trying to work out where this crude oil is. So it's that way. Oh, there's some over there as well. Huh, are there 4 over around here then? Oh, we got a thingy. Were they all guarding one of these? Oh, and a lizard doggo. I don't know. I know you can feed them. I'm not massively fussed about doing such things, but I don't know how you. How do you drop? How do you drop items? I don't want to drop all of them. Let's do. No. Oh, I'm not fussed about that. I'll have to work it out sometime. So I'm not massively fussed about having the lizard doggo pet. Just having a quick cheeky check. Quick cheeky check. See if there's any quartz, but I can't see any. So it seemed to be over here somewhere. Ah, here we go. So there's oil here. What's that up there? So probably best doing it in that direction. Have I got enough of these? Yeah. So I made sure I sort of grabbed a lot of, the stuff I need for doing these. Same basic idea. Loggy sticks. I don't know whether pipe pressure drops over distance or anything like that. Kind of depends how they've done it, basically. So, oh no, I need that actually. So, oh crikey! Oh, you're there. Right, you're going to just spawn in. Okay. So draw distance on this game's a bit atrocious. What? Why did that not reload? There you go. Right. All you are is fodder for my organs. Right, so how far can we take this? Because we just need to sort of nip round this corner, really, and there's our other thing. So it's a bit sort of there-ish. So, bit sort of there-ish. Pipeline support. Bit sort of there-ish. Can we get that to... No. Okay. That. And then... How far can we go here? Hopefully far enough that... No, we're going to need more than that, aren't we? Okay, so we want one about here-ish, I think. And then we want a bit more pipe. Oops. And then we want to see how far this can take us. Probably not far enough. Yep. Pipe is too long. So one sort of here should sort us out. More pipe. More pipe. Yeah, so that's all right lengthwise. So if we just plop that on there. There was there's a fourth one, I think, so we could maybe try and grab that as well. Floor is too steep. No? Yes? No? No? Oh? Yes. Should put another power thing in. Heading the other way. Like that. So, the draw distance is atrocious, and I'm assuming that's to do with, they've gone quite aggressive on the, on the draw distance to help with performance. But yeah, when you're literally, because it's all ramped up to max, this is not running. I've not taken any of the settings down. What are you? Limestone. Okay. Those are. Okay. What we got over this way then? One of you. Oh, that looks like quartz as well. Nice. Where's this oil then? Oh, there's one there. Okay. Cool. We'll grab that as well then. We just need to be careful for beasties spawning in, I guess. Yeah, so if you're watching this video for the first video in the series, this is episode 14. Crikey. Stream 14. I played Satisfactory when it first came out, enjoyed it, but haven't really gone back to it since all the updates they've done. And with update 4, I figured it was about time to go back. I might just leave these guys to despawn, actually, rather than waste the rebars. Yeah, and I say I'm trying to play it through to the point where I've done everything that's in this update, or all the updates they've done. There's a lot of stuff been added since I last played. There was no oil in the game. Oh, I think there was oil, but you had to barrel it. I have a memory of that. Certainly there was no sort of fluid mechanics. Right, they've all despawned. That's the advantage to the short, a draw distance, in that they despawn things pretty quick as well. Why does... Oh no, it's copper. That was copper, wasn't it? I say it looked like a node of quartz, but more copper. Right, so we get this one as well then. The full series, if you want to catch up, or you want to see my adventures, is available on my YouTube. There's the oil extractor, there we go. Which is just the same as my username, Trismegistus, youtube.com/Trismegistus. However, it is aliased to Triggles. I'm thinking about doing that on here as well, because I think it's a bit confusing having different names on different platforms. The account is Trismegistus, but it's alias to Triggles. Basically I've set it so that my username appears differently, if you see what I mean. So about here, the pipe support. Because I know Trismegistus is difficult to say. It's not a... Well, unless you are Greek or Cypriot, that sort of thing. It's actually a noise, technically. Oh. It's not. Well, it's also not spelled right. It's not actually how you spell Trismegistus. I sort of misspelt it in order to distinguish me from the... Was he fictional? Well, not fictional. The legendary figure, I guess. It's an E, so it's not Trismegistus, it's Trismegistus. But it's also a little phonetics joke for those inclined for such things. Because me and me. Sorry. That's not very good, is it? That doesn't fit. So we need another one of them. They're like phonetically... Well, some languages don't really distinguish between them. And it's like the default... Oh, I'm not going to... Oh, but talking about that. Jabbering on about some inconsequential rubbish again. Right, let's put you there. I put that awful close. Does that reach? Yeah. Okay. So, we want to stack up more. Like that. I'm glad I bought so much material over. Connect there. Connect that there. Like that. And then we'll run some power over. Connect the everything up, and then we'll start some refining. Can I get that all over there? Yeah, perfect. Oh, misclick that. There we go. Never mind. But yeah, see, I've got loads of wire and concrete and all that stuff. You are pumping. We have pumping. All sorts of pumping. Right. So max consumption is still way below what our power plants are producing, so that's excellent. I did actually wonder about going in, because there's loads of coal. Having discovered that simply driving along the beach takes me to where the other spawn area is. I was wondering about going and setting up a power plant over there maybe as well. Because once you get... Well, I don't know actually. I don't know if there's an oil-based power plant maybe. You would think so. But it hasn't... Or I didn't see the option. So let's look, power... No, you see it's just coal generation. So I don't know if there is a oil power plant. You would kind of expect there to be, as I say, but maybe not. Maybe you have to convert it into, as a step in the hub or something. Cool. Let's go and stand on this. Cool. So that's all pumping away. Let's just check it's all got stuff in. So you're full. Whoops. You're not quite full, but you're filling. You're full. And you're full. Excellent. So that's kind of raw oil. If I just sort of place down a support here, potentially it'd come along this way. And was that me? There was a knocking noise there, and it didn't sound like my door, but there's no one here, so no one watching. So it's obviously not something like that. Production then. Refinery. Now, how does this work? It's got both a solid input and a liquid input. That's interesting. So if I set it back a little bit, in case I need to put some solid materials of some description in. Now what I'm anticipating... Oh, so there's plastic and residual plastic. Rubber and residual rubber. So what does that take? What's that then? Polymer resin. Byproduct of oil refinement into fuel, commonly used to manufacture plastics. Oh, okay. So there is fuel. Oh, here we go. Here's fuel. Fuel. What did that say? I didn't look at the thing properly. Fuel can be used to generate power or packaged to be used as fuel for vehicles or the jetpack. Byproduct. Used for crafting. Byproduct of oil refinement into fuel. What? Residual fuel. Heavy oil residue. Okay. So that takes crude oil and gives polymer resin and fuel. So we do one of them. I say I don't know that I don't think I've got a power station, so I don't know what. Maybe you can just put it in the coal. Okay. So if one doing the fuel, and I'll just stick that in a chest and see if I can use it for anything. Then I guess it's like alternate recipes, isn't it? So what does that use as? Oh, it's water and resin. Okay. Ah, okay. So my fuel one is going to output both fuel and whatever that's called, residue. I'll just stick them both in chests. I'm not petroleum coke. Carbon residue from heavy oil residue. Oh, it's used in. Oh, okay. So that's all aluminium refinement. Okay. So you get 2 rubber, heavy oil residue, Heavy oil residue. Okay, so we got to set up not complicated, but a chain of some description to use this residual stuff, because all of it's pumping out quite a lot, isn't it? Because that's producing 6. Wait, so that's... Oh, it needs water as well. Wait. I've got to use... No, it's normal plastic I can make from... So that gives me plastic and heavy oil residue. Right. And what can I do with heavy... So, what's that then? That's polymer resin. So can I not convert... So that gives me heavy oil residue and plastic. Does this then... Oh, that takes heavy oil residue and converts it to fuel. What does this one then give then? So that takes heavy oil residue and converts it to fuel. Right. Okay. So if we make fuel, we get the polymer resin. Loads of it, actually. And the polymer resin we can convert to either plastic or rubber. And then, well, this is quite a complicated chain, really, then, isn't it? The other option then is to take, convert that to plastic or rubber, but that gives us then the heavy oil residue, which we can convert to fuel anyway. So why would we want to just make fuel? I guess there must be an efficiency thing going on. One must be far more efficient than the other at producing certain things. Since I don't really have any use for fuel, because I don't have a oil power plant, as I say, unless you can just stick it in the coal power plant. Let's make the plastic directly. So we'll get rid of this. No, let's have one, and I'll just fill up a couple of chests, a couple of crates, basically. And if it's of use later, I've then got it to experiment with. So how much of this do I actually want? Because what I'm trying to do is make 100 and 200, and that's not a lot. Because if this makes 2 plastic, 20 per minute, then running it for 5 minutes is going to give me enough plastic. Oh, right, that's the wrong recipe, sorry. That one. And it's this heavy oil residue then I've got to do something with. But it's still giving 20 per minute. So how about if I just make one of each, and that'll satisfy the thing to make the actual thing. Oh, we're impacting this blooming rock now. It's not a good idea to have these so close together anyway. So, that's fuel. If we do more fuel, it's on that side of the rock. So the line to line these up is here-ish. So if we move this all the way down here, past the rock, that's the point there. Put that there. Is that lined up? That'll do. Close as. So, and we'll have one making plastic, and then I'll leave a few. So I'll plop them down to provide space. So let's just plot. How many can I actually make? That's it. So if I get rid of them. So you're making plastic. You're making rubber. They're both going to output heavy oil residue. And then heavy oil residue. I need to do something else with. So how much do you output? You output 20 a minute, and you output 20 a minute? 10 a minute. So we're going to get 30 heavy fuel a minute. Oops, if I just stick one of these down for the minute. So that consumes 40. So one of them is going to consume more than I'm actually producing. And it's also chucking out fuel as well. So, okay, so that's not a sensible place for it, but let's hook all these up first. For the time being, I'm just going to, do one pipe coming down, and we'll see if it can feed. Where's the lines? I've put it on the middle there, haven't I? We'll see if it can feed all of these. Probably not, but we can always stick a second one on, as I say. So if we put a stack, that's the wrong place, isn't it? Brilliant. So we want a bit further back. So put one there. And it's usually best to line them up with these, actually, is what I found. Because you can put a splitter in there and it's sort of nicely lined up, but I don't know where that would be. So I'll just guess. I mean, I could stick them in, basically. So if that was there, you see, then we would put this in line with that here. And we know it wants to be centered on the thing. So I'll put this here. Oops. Is that centered? Yeah, it's fine. That was fine there. I could just chuck one in here to check the alignment, which is wrong, of course. Should be there. Get rid of that. Right, so let's run a pipe over. Locky sticks, pipe, 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 pipe. Is it long enough? Yeah, it's long enough. Pipe, 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 pipe. And then all I do is get a valve, or a junction, align it there. Because you can't, it won't give me blue lines, so I'm just trying to, I'm standing in front of it and literally doing a 180 and trying to line it up roughly. It doesn't matter if it's completely off, but it just sort of gives a rough alignment that's not too far off. And we want to do this one as well. So this is how I did the power plants, basically. And I decided to lift them up, and that was probably a bit of a revelation, because then you can walk around, you see, and you can connect things here much easier, and it's much simpler and safer. Not safer, simpler. Right, so let's hook all of them up. We want power, obviously, so I'll put some power poles in. So if we grab power from there, and then say put you... Where is the actual power connection on this? Oh, it's around the back. Okay. So I can't put you there. Let's put you there. And then it was every 2, I think, I put a power pole. But we really want them for the machines, to be honest with you. Let's just connect that up. Obviously, it'll fill these first, so it'll chug away and do them. See, I want to put it on this side. I'm not sure that's not too far. No, it's fine. Cool. let's just put them on here. So I need to, you know, they need to be better aligned with the actual machines eventually, but I just want to get this running, really. Cool. So you running? I'm making plastic for me? You are? Are you running? I'm making rubber for me? You are? Excellente. Let us put then... So I need something with this and something with this, basically. So if I just put, you know, a big old industrial storage thing here, then we can do merging and, you know, all that sort of rubbish, basically. What have I done there? So I want number 7. No, it's a splitter. We want a merger. And we want, yeah, we want the output here. How close can I get it? So we want it sort of there-ish. Yeah, that'll do. It's quite slow, isn't it? But isn't it faster than... Oh no, that's 60 a minute, so it's level 3's fine. Level 1's fine. Okay, so we would have, you know, some coming this way. So this is probably too close, and we probably want more and stuff like that, but that's fine. Right, let's do another one here. Like this. See if I can't, there we go. And then if we leave a bit of space. How much space? So if I just whack in a big one, that's what she said, then what would it look like? So that's the sort of line up point. So I take it all the way back, you know, in case it's this is some disaster, but not too far so that I can get stuff out again. Because that just gives me room to play about with stuff if I need to, you know, get rid of that chest for some, or container for some particular reason. You know, I could just build one by the side and move the stuff over and whatever. So let's, I mean, we might as well. How much have I got of each? None of that. 375. Well, I just whack one of them in. Like that. Oh, if I line that up, no, that's the right thing. I thought I'd lined it up with the wrong bit. Right, so that's both plastic and rubber. Yep. But we need to process the heavy oil as well. So if we assume there will be, say, 3 there eventually, and then there'd be 3 here. Can I build them? I don't think so. 1. I built 2, so that I can do that and that. So, was there enough room for 3, 3, or is it 2, 3? So 1, 2. Yeah. So there's actually a gap for 2. And a third machine. Gap for 2, third machine. Okay, so you need to do the whole residual fuel thing. Would you be better the other way round? Maybe, but maybe not, because this is the exit I've got. See what I could do, because this will handle the output from like more than 1. But it's going to be something like a ratio of 2 to 3, I think, or you know, two of these to 3 each of those, so 2 to 6, I think. So what I could do, I could move this over a little bit and put it the other way round, maybe. What happened there? So that's the in. Yeah, okay, let's do that. So this is the in. So we need to put one of these. Where do I want one of them? Let's put it here and leave us a bit of a separation. But I mean, that's the wrong place, obviously. Brilliant. So that should be there. Yeah. Okay. So this pipeline is where? It's like on the edge of the silvery bit. So it would be here, but I don't know. Don't know where exactly. I could line it up with that. That would be perfect, I think, wouldn't it? Line it up with the other side, basically. I didn't put one in. That's okay. Oops. It's a mistake. But we do want one there. Oh, I'll just add them in when I need to. I assume it just spills the fluid on the floor, basically. Was it there? That doesn't feel right. No, that's no, it's this one that's wrong. Okay. So it should be here. Yeah. Right. So same procedure again, basically. We do pipe, 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 pipe. So I'll have to add some more supports in, but this is more about getting it running, really. And then I say in theory there'd be a second one. Maybe here-ish. You know, someone there. Because what I'm thinking is I'm going to run the pipe back again. And we'll have the actual fuel container there. Because it's an in and out, you know, in one end, out the other. Whoops. System. So kind of have to either... The storage thing would be over here, which I'm not a fan of. Because I want to be able to drive down this, basically. That's kind of what I'm hoping to maintain. So, you need to do residual fuel. And you also need to be connected up with some valves. Not I keep calling them valves. Cross junctions. Some T junctions. Do that there. And then... there. And... there. Pipe, pipe, pipe. Pipe, pipe. Pipe, pipe. No power. Of course no power. Of course. Of course. Of course no power. Of course. So we need to connect that across. Connect that up. Yay! Heavy oil residue. Okay. So what I'm thinking is, you know, we could either put it, because I left an extra gap, didn't I? So we could put it, you know, either right next to it, the next one, other way around, that one, or we can put it here, sort of thing, and then put the material down the middle. But I say I don't know how much there's going to be, or how many I need, sort of thing, because there's 1, 2, and that would be it, as it were. And then, say in theory, we could do it there, but you know, I'm thinking maybe on that side. So what I want to do basically is have a. Now, is fuel when it says fuel, is it a liquid? Oh, is it a liquid? No. No? Oh, it is a liquid. Huh. In that case, do I have to convert it to something else? Can I not, like, bottle it or something? So if that's there... Residual fuel. So if that was just plus fuel. Do I have to stick it in a buffer? What's my actual fuel one doing? What's my actual fuel one doing? Because this is my actual fuel one. Yeah? Because that's got polymer resin. I'm just thinking, I mean, maybe you have to stick it in one of them container things? It called it a buffer. Because it calls it a fluid buffer. It doesn't hold very much, I don't think. Okay, let's see if we can... Wait a minute. I can't get... Oh, there we go. Oh, I can put it in and out in any direction. Okay. So if we just stick this in, where would it line up with? So if I sort of... Is it... Ah, gives me a thingy there. Okay, so it would be lined up with that hole there. Are you going to give me a blue? No. So that's it there. If I put one there, and then I can line this up with both of them. So that's that point there. Get rid of that. If I stack these, does it like? I mean, why would it though? I know I can stack them. But is that then double the capacity, or does it need... Let's have a look, see. So, because it's not going to hold very much, that. So I don't have any... I don't have a fluid burning system, so... And we can obviously convert it into the boggy sticks, you know, into plastic and that, but well, just chuck that in there for the minute and see what happens, basically. So fuel is there. I'm guessing fuel is not there because it's a separate thing. But we'll leave it and see if it, like, fills both of them. This is very much experimental. I don't know with this. So if I then chuck... Oh. If I then chuck a normal crate down here, not crate, normal container, say out the way, put one of them here, and where does it line up? So it would line up there, but that's not, that impinges. So we'll just normal belt this out. Like that. Okay. And you're filling up, are you? It's filling up really quick. So obviously you gotta do stuff with it. And I'm guessing, let's say this is not. No. So they are separate entities, basically. Oh, basically. Right, okay, so. How are we doing here? Have I got 100 yet? Got 200. So if I grab 200. And I grab... I've not quite got 200 of them. Is that because it's all backed up with heavy... No, it's just slower. 20 per minute. 20 per minute, so it shouldn't be slower. Is this too much? No, it's got loads of crude. No, it seems to be okay. That's full. Okay. So the question here then is it would appear... What are the actual things I can do with it? So this pumps out the excess residual fuel, and the only thing I can do that is convert it into normal fuel. Because residual plastic... Oh, I could do that, could I? Ah! Why don't I do that? Because I'm getting fuel in the other place. Why don't we convert that? So it's now converting it to petroleum coke, which is of use, I guess, when I do bauxite. So if we then just stick a quick and dirty chest here, I'm more interested in it just getting rid of the stuff so that the rubber, oops, and plastic flow. Didn't mean to do that. So if I just stick one here, and then we'll do it. So we'll do quick and dirty. Oh, quick and dirty conveyor. Because I assume that's a solid. 120 a minute. Okay. Gonna have to upgrade the belt then, because that's only 60. So it would be that, but I've not got any. So we'll upgrade it to level 3 instead. Because we don't want it bottlenecking until I've got, you know, loads and loads of plastic and rubber, basically. Because I'm assuming the old gas mask. How many have I got now? I'm assuming the gas mask requires plastic and rubber to make itself, and fabric. Because otherwise, why would those be the recipe elements? Right, so let's run back. Unfortunately, I forgot to bring my truck. Oh, let's just run back. Because the wire should have processed. The what's it called? Fast wire should have processed by now as well. So we can do the zip line. So hopefully I can start using this power thing to start zipping along. What's going on with my green screen? Got a little snow explosion behind me. I can't figure out, the thing seems to be busted. I don't know what the hell is wrong with the Twitch studio, because it won't let me change the keying, basically, chroma keying for the green screen. So it's sort of stuck, effectively. Let's grab some there. And the problem is, obviously, time of day that I start and end and stuff, the light changes, because this is just some tiny little box room that I'm in. Yes, so let's just do this, and we'll have done that hub thing, and we can send the old whatchamacallit off. Where's the rubber? There's the rubber. Launch the pod. I want to actually see what happens, because it should crash. Oh, it should crash into the factory.
And filter parts will ensure increased odds of survival in gas-based hazardous environments. FICSIT Incorporated would like to extend the friendly advice to not forget to change filters regularly.
Yeah, so it clearly just clips through my factory, basically. Right, so what do I want to do next then? I guess I need to find the industrial manufacturing. So where the heck is... Ah! Uh-huh. Oh no, fuel generator. Oh, consumes fuel to generate electricity. Aha! Pipe inputs of fuel can be automated. So really, I kind of want this one, but I'd need computers and heavy modular frames, which I don't think I've even unlocked, have I? Because they're under... Yeah, there you go. So there's computers. Where the heck are heavy... Unless I've already got... I think I've already got heavy modular frames, haven't I? So, oh, truck. Nice. Cool. I'll look forward to running the beasties over with the truck then. Manufacturer, that's the four item one, isn't it? 3 or 4 part items, yeah. I could actually research this tier now. Okay. I thought that would be using some other more complicated stuff. This one I've got, I think I've got modded, I must have heavy modded frames, but I'm not actually making any, so that would be a bit of a blocker there. So then tier 6 uses things that are, yeah, so you've got the computers from that. The fuel is one of the other ones, isn't it? Oh, monorail. We get trains. Oh, excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Once we've got trains, I'll start properly exploiting the rest of the map, basically. That's kind of what I'm hoping. So I want to unlock the map as soon as I can, so I can try and work out where I am and stuff. So that's pipeline 2. So in theory, I could do that one. But all of these others are dependent on... Wait, have I done everything in... Oh, it's just weird. So which one do I want to do? If I do that, obviously I can't until the thing comes back. But what we can do is we can nip up and get some of the wire. It's actually 4:40, so there's only about 20 minutes left. So let's see where we can get to. It's on the top, isn't it? I'm quite keen to get somewhere else, because I'm quite keen to sort of refactor the base. Oh, we're at the top. Did I? Oh, I didn't bring the other nuts. I shouldn't need it though, because we got 500 of them. I didn't bring the other, or the process bars with me. So let's nip down, do that research. I think that is like 3 minutes or something. I don't quite get the logic on some of the time taken for the research, because it's like some of them seem to take ages and others are like done in 3 seconds, and it doesn't seem like they're simpler as such. But there we go. Right, so sulfur. I'm very tempted to do this, because I picked up a load of sulfur. Let's have a look. So the quartz, I would need 5 of them. Let's have a look, see what we've got. So if I put some of these away, get rid of that. Oh, that's the whatchamacallit coming back. So put that, oops, wrong thing. Put that back and that back. See where we are. Because this has got the Caterium ore in it. What did I do with the... Oh, there they are. So that's the Caterium bars. So grab them in case we need that. So I guess we can see how much quartz I can make. So I'm tempted to chunk through these rather than, because of the time, because it's nearly the end of the episode. Because object scanner requires beacons. I can make loads of those though, can't I? Because if we need 5 object scanners, that's 15 beacons I need. So I might as well make them. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we can make... Oh! What am I missing? Oh, it's the blooming plate lads, isn't it? I say, there's something wrong with the balancing with this, because they're far too difficult to make compared to, the other stuff. So I want a few of these. I can't remember how many. Let's just make, say, 10 or something. I can make circuit boards. Okay. I did not realise that. Right, so how many more of these can we make? We need to make 2 more. That's fine, isn't it? 1, 2. Cool. So we'll process this quartz. I say I didn't know I could make circuit boards. That's interesting. Because that means I could make the rifle. I could research the rifle. Okay, so that's all the quartz I can make. For now, let's chuck that in there. Let's see what we can do now. So I can make 100, gunpowder, you see. I definitely can do that. And that's that one. Have I messed that up? Power slugs, nutrients. Deuterium, so it's this one I want to make. But that takes 5 minutes. Well, that takes three minutes, so I'll just quickly do that. And opens a load more stuff. Smart splitters. Ah. Excellent. Blade runners, they're the quick movement ones. I can make them. I can research them. Research that. AI limiter. I wonder what that does. Oh, Mark II power poles. Okay. Presumably longer range, more connections, maybe. Power switch, fine. Yeah, the thing is further down. So that's interesting. So I want a zip line, but it's going to take 5 minutes. I want the blade runners, but that's going to take 5 minutes. The others I'm not 100% fussed about exactly now. So that's 10 minutes. Do you see what I mean? I don't get why is that so complicated. So this I really want to do. But we can do sort of that now. And I can make a load of gunpowder from, well, can't remember what the ratios are. Make a load of gunpowder. What was the other thing? Let's just chunk the gunpowder. You see what I mean? I can already make 150 from what I've got there. Oh, it's crystal oscillators. I can't make them because... Oh, it's blooming them again. If I'd known I needed millions of them, I'd have set up more production, but even then, the production is really, as I say, it's the sort of scale of the power that's required that's the real thing to it. Because I could set up this, I could use basically all the power producing a sort of, a relatively small trickle of them, because because they take so long. I'm saying I think that's where the balancing is wrong. The time they take to make is very slow. 5 per minute, you see. It's incredibly slow to make them. Whereas if you could get, even 10 per minute, but more like 20, you wouldn't need as many machines to make them, because it's the parallel side of it. I kind of don't mind if one machine could sort of do, most of what you need, in terms of time. Then I wouldn't mind the fact that you'd need quite a lot of iron plate and screw production, because they're not that complicated. Although I say you need to stack up loads and loads of machines to do them. This hasn't finished yet, is it? Not far off though. So what we can do in the meantime, if I put that coal away, and so crystal oscillators needed the reinforced plates. I can chuck that over there as well. Sort that out. So we'll see if we have got any reinforced plates. I can't remember which level they're on. Level 3, I think. No, it's level 4, isn't it? Because 3 is copper. So this should be reinforced plates in theory. So you see, I've got 113. That's all I've got. You know, and I'm guessing that's now at a stage where it's basically not. There's nothing being used. You know, I bet they're all used up basically, all full up at the other levels. MAM research complete. Excellent. So the one I want to do next really is the crystal oscillators. The crystal ocelots. How are we doing with time? So it's 10 to. I can only make 2, you see, because I've not got enough blowing quartz. That's annoying. Yeah, I need loads more quartz. Right, we'll chuck that in there then. Oh, wrong one. Chuck those in there. That in there. And that's all I can do for now, so I need more quartz. This is complete. Novelist detonator. New equipment. We can also do that, because that's only 3 seconds. There you go, see. Why does an explosive take 3 seconds, but a detonator take 3 minutes? Weird. So that's more tool belt. And there you go. Why does a tool belt take 3 minutes to research? It's slightly weird. So as I say, I hadn't realised I could make the thingies, the circuit boards. So I might, between streams, chunk that through. I know I can make the heavy modulars by hand, so I only need 5 of them. And we can get the rifle. We need to do those, though, so I need a lot more. So I can do a couple of back and forths or something. Yeah, it's this one I really want to do, because I want the map. Right, so what we'll do then, finish the stream off, is we will research this. And I'll go and get a load of rubber, because I presume gas masks are in here. Because see, if I can get a gas mask, and I can get the gun, then I can go into the cave, kill off the spiders, hopefully, if they don't kill me. Kill off the spiders, and the gas mask will then let me get at the quartz with no risks as well. I don't think the quartz was in the gas, but just in case. Yeah, I'm assuming, yeah, the gas mask needs rubber. Oh, it needs fabric as well. I'm not making any fabric. Okay, what I could do then... Oh, it makes sense that it would require fabric. But, oh, it's got filters as well, okay. And that's fabric as well. Okay. What I could quickly do, because these aren't really doing anything, I could probably switch some of these to... Could I switch you to fabric? Where's fabric? Can I not make fabric in one of these? Okay. So is fabric a level... What does fabric require then? So if I just stick one of these down... Oh, there's fabric. Oh, because it's mycelia and biomass. Okay. Okay. So that's a bit more complicated than I was anticipating. So I got the option. I could chunk it through manually just to make a few. But it probably makes sense to maybe extend this a bit and tweak it a bit, because am I at the stage where I need... If I'm about to get if I'm about to get the ability to make liquid fuel, as it were, and burn that, then it probably makes sense for me to abandon bio burners. They can't run my factory. It's more a thing for if I accidentally go over the amount of power. But that's why they've introduced these things, power storage. And they're relatively easy to produce because I've got tons of modular frames. I say because it turns out they're easier to make than the whatchamacallit. Did I? Oh no, I'm researching the zipline. Okay. Yeah, so I'll run up here. We'll grab a load more stuff and run back. It makes sense for me to wait for the zipline, wouldn't it? And then I'll use the zipline. But there we go. Anyway, so basically we're approaching the end of the stream because it's coming up to 5 o'clock. So I'll do my outros as we run across. Excuse me for burping there. Yeah, I'm Trismegistus. You can find me at Trismegistus on Twitch, on YouTube, and on Twitter. However, on YouTube and Twitter, it's aliased to Trismegistus, to Triggles rather. It's aliased to Triggles because I think that's better to say. It's a little bit simpler. Yeah, here we go. It's got loads of rubber now. Awesome. Yeah, so it's aliased to Triggles. So say you're looking for either Trismegistus or Triggles on YouTube, Twitter, or Twitch. I stream every weekend from 3 o'clock. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday from 3 o'clock. On Friday, I stream Satisfactory, and that's a 2-hour stream because it's just a bit of fun after work, basically. Bit of something, bit of something for me to do after work for a couple of hours. I then stream my main series. What I'm mainly doing, my main Twitch endeavour, is Factorio. So I play Factorio on Saturdays and Sundays, starting at 3 p.m. That's 3 p.m. BST. You can find a schedule on my Twitch channel to see what the local times are in your region. But so it's 3 p.m. BST. That streams at the moment over summer. Those are going to all be 3 hours because I have some commitments and stuff I need to do, especially now that we're coming out of lockdown. Some family things because summer and not seeing people for quite a long time, and it takes the stress off a bit to just do some 3-hour streams. But a lot of them over when it gets back into sort of autumn, winter, I'll ramp them back up to 4 hours. I'm doing pretty well in my series. The aim of the series, my Factorio series, is to build a megabase. I have never made a megabase, never built a megabase. And I have over 2,000 hours in the game. But I've never done, a multi-thousand science per minute base, basically. So that's what I'm trying to do. We're at the stage where I've kind of got a lot of my blueprints done and my setups for outposts and all that sort of stuff, so I can gather resources. I need to grind out and get a load more outposts, but I've got all of the basics set up now, in essence. See, I need a lot more, but I've got the basics up and running. And so the next couple of this weekend, I'm planning to. I've already done red science. I've set that build up. And this weekend, I'm probably going to do green science, military, and blue science builds, basically, because they're all sort of ready to go. I anticipate then there'll be a period of grinding. I'm not really playing the game. I'm playing this instead during the week. Satisfactory, doing the grindy things on this, and then so next week probably Factorio is going to be grinding. But after that, we'll probably do something like purple 1 week, gold the next week, and then rockets for the next 2 or 3 weeks. Then we turn the science on and we find all the areas where the base doesn't work properly. So then it's a case of chasing all the bottlenecks and all that sort of stuff, And once that's all done, then that's a megabase, baby. So I'm anticipating, certainly by the end of the summer, that series will be done. I then need to think about what else I want to play. My moderator, Ultimate Plays, suggested Shapes.io as a series. I'm quite keen on that, actually. I recently bought it. It's quite fun, bit simplified compared to Factorio, but still looks like it's probably got some quite complex logistics challenges in it. So what I might do, it was always my plan to have Factorio running at the weekend, but what I might do is I have split things up. So maybe Saturday becomes Shapes.io and Factorio, and Sunday just Factorio, maybe something like that. Maybe do some split streams. Going to keep this going, as I say, until I've no idea how many episodes it will take me to get finished. And if they then introduce update 5 and it breaks everything, I will probably just stop the series, or maybe do a new map, maybe start again. So yeah. Anyway, that's all me. That's all my self promotion. I know nobody really watches on Twitch, which is totally fine. I'm not fussed about that. But I know a few of you do watch on YouTube, so if you are watching, hello, and thanks for watching the live streams. Oh, I guess the VODs get archived on YouTube. So Fridays for Satisfactory, and then Tuesdays and Thursdays for the Factorio streams. I'm probably going to put a gap in with the Satisfactory so that they're more lined up, because the Factorio ones are running behind the Satisfactory. And I'd quite like them to be more synced, particularly for when I go on holiday this summer for a few weeks off. So I'd quite like them to just keep going, and I'd rather have them keep going while I'm on holiday than while I'm doing live streams. So yeah, so you can also check the VODs. There's a full playlist as well on YouTube. If you're on YouTube, like, subscribe, all that sort of good stuff as well. And follows appreciated on Twitch. So come and say hello on Twitch if you're ever around at the sort of time I'm streaming this series, and you've been watching on YouTube. It'd be good to say hello to some people. But yeah, so that's it for today. If you have been watching, thank you for doing so, and I'll hopefully catch you in another one. Cheers.